Hi, hello, dear students. Welcome to our channel Maths with Panindra. In this video, we are going to discuss De Moivre's theorem 7 marks question, which is second video in 7 marks. Let us have a discussion. The first question: if m, n are integers and x equal to cos alpha plus sin alpha, y equal to cos beta plus I sin beta, then prove that x power m into y power n plus 1 by x power m into y power n equal to 2 cos m alpha plus n beta, and x power m into y power n minus 1 by x power m into y power n equal to 2i sin of m alpha plus n beta. First, we have to consider the given values of x and y. So, x is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha and y equal to cos beta plus I sin beta. Here x power m, y power n they are asking in the terms. So, power raised to m on both sides, x power m is equal to cos alpha plus I sin alpha whole power m. So, x power m is equal to a plus ib whole power n, that means cos theta plus I sin theta whole power n. By using De Moivre's theorem, this can be done as cos alpha m plus I sin alpha m, and here also power rise to n. Why? Because y power n they are asking. Cos beta plus I sin beta whole power n. So, y power n is equal to cos n beta or beta n plus I sin beta n. After that, the product of these two and the reciprocal. So, product of two complex numbers in this, x power m into y power n is equal to cos of alpha m plus I sin alpha m into y power n value cos beta n plus I sin beta n. So, in the previous classes we discussed that cos alpha plus I sin alpha into cos beta plus I sin beta is cos of alpha plus beta plus I into sin of alpha plus beta. Similarly, cos of alpha m plus beta n plus I into sin of alpha m plus beta n. This is the value of x power m into y power n. Keep that equation number 1. The reciprocal of x power m into y power n, 1 by x power m into y power n is equal to cos of alpha m plus beta m minus I into sin of alpha m plus beta n. Equation number 2. After 1 and 2 equations, first question they are asking to prove here the sum of these two values. So, adding 1 and 2, so you will get x power m into y power n plus 1 by x power m into y power n equal to cos of alpha m plus beta n plus I into sin of alpha m plus beta n plus cos of alpha m plus beta n, here also beta n might is, minus I sin alpha m plus beta n. So here plus value minus value will be cancelled. So therefore x power m into y power n plus 1 by x power m into y power n is equal to cos of alpha m plus beta n plus cos of alpha m plus beta n, 2 times of cos of alpha m plus beta n. This is the first question answer, we got it. Similarly, subtract equation 2 from 1, subtracting equation 2 from 1, x power m y power n minus 1 by x power m into y power n. So cos of alpha m plus beta n plus I into sin of alpha m plus beta n minus of that value, no? So minus cos of alpha m plus beta n minus into minus plus I sin alpha m plus beta n. So this plus value, this minus value will be cancelled, which is equal to I sin of alpha m plus beta n plus I into sin of alpha m plus beta n, that is 2I sin of alpha m plus beta n. Therefore, x power m into y power n minus 1 by x power m into y power n. That's what they are asking to prove, no? Both the results. Hence, proved. We'll move to the next question. The next question. If n is a positive integer, show that p plus iq whole power 1 by n plus p minus iq whole power 1 by n equal to 2 into p square plus q square whole power 1 by 2n cos of 1 by n into tan inverse of q by p. So first we have to write the values of p plus iq in the forms of r cos r into polar form, mod amplitude form, r into cos theta plus I sin theta form. So let p plus iq equal to, so first step, p plus iq is equal to here multiplying and dividing by r. Let us consider this one. So p by r plus I into q by r, where r is root of p square plus q square. So p by root of p square plus q square plus I into q by root of p square plus q square. So here this value you have to compare with r cos theta, r into cos theta plus sin theta. So which is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So from this observation here, so comparing these values, so r value, so where r is equal to root of p square plus q square, cos theta equal to p by square root of p square plus q square, and sin theta equal to q by root of p square plus q square. From here, tan theta also we need to calculate. Tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta. So sin theta value is q by root of p square plus q square whole divided by p by root of p square plus q square. So which is equal to q by p. Why? Because these two will be cancelled. Therefore tan theta is equal to q by p. So from here theta is equal to tan inverse of q by p. So this is the basic steps in this problem. So after that, one by one we will simplify. So in that LHS, the first term is p plus iq whole power 1 by n. The value of p plus iq, we got it as r into cos theta plus I sin theta whole power 1 by n. See, observe carefully. Here p plus iq equal to so by applying De Moivre's theorem, it will becomes r power 1 by n into cos theta by n plus I sin theta by n. So which is equal to equation number 1. Similarly, p minus iq whole power 1 by n. So wherever plus is there, minus you have to replace, dear students. R into cos theta minus I sin theta whole power 1 by n is equal to r power 1 by n cos theta by n minus I sin theta by n. Put that equation number 2. After that, adding equation 1 and 2. Adding equation 1 and 2. We get the LHS I am considering that LHS p plus iq whole power 1 by n plus p minus iq whole power 1 by n is equal to, so we are adding RHS values also. R power 1 by n into cos theta by n plus I sin theta by n plus r power 1 by n cos theta by n minus I sin theta by n. So in this next step, R value, what is that R value? First you write R value is r power 1 by n only. Last step will simplify. So r power n take common from these two terms. From these two r power n take common. So the remaining terms cos theta by n plus I sin theta by n plus cos theta by n minus I sin theta by n. So plus I sin theta by n minus I sin theta by n cancel, which is equal to r power 1 by n cos theta by n plus cos theta by n 2 cos theta by n. Now r value, what is that r value? So first you write it as 2. R value is root of p square plus q square whole power 1 by n into cos of theta by n. So 1 by n into theta value, we got it here in the previous. Theta value tan inverse of q by p. Tan inverse of q by p. So which is equal to 2 into p square plus q square whole power 1 by 2 whole power 1 by n cos of 1 by n into tan inverse of q by p. So which is equal to 2 into p square plus q square whole power 1 by 2n cos of 1 by n into tan inverse of q by p. Hence proved. This is required RHS. Just once again I'll show that question, complete one. Briefly, multiplying and dividing by r, where r is equal to root of p square plus q square. So after that compare with which is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta. So p plus iq is equal to r into cos theta plus I sin theta, where r is equal to cos theta sin theta. After that calculate tan theta value, that means amplitude of the complex number. Tan theta equal to sin theta by cos theta, which is equal to q by p. Theta equal to tan inverse of q by p. Now p plus iq we are considering whole power 1 by n, power raised to 1 by n on both sides. So by using De Moivre's theorem, r power 1 by n into cos theta by n plus I sin theta by n. Similarly, p minus iq whole power 1 by n is equal to r into cos theta plus minus I sin theta whole power 1 by n. Applying De Moivre's theorem, we will get equation 2. Adding equation 1 and equation 2, we will get that LHS value. So considering LHS, so r power 1 by n cos theta by n plus I sin theta by n plus cos theta by n minus I sin theta by n. So r power 1 by n into 2 cos theta by n. So 2 constant you can take outside. R value is root over p square plus q square. Root of p square plus q square is p square plus q square whole power 1 by 2 whole power 1 by n cos of 1 by n into tan inverse q by p. So 2 into p square plus q square whole power 1 by 2n cos of 1 by n into tan inverse of q by p, which is required RHS. We will move to the next question, dear students. The next question, show that one value of 1 plus sin pi by 8 plus I cos pi by 8 divided by 1 plus sin pi by 8 minus I cos pi by 8 whole power 8 by 3 is equal to minus 1. So one of the values. So first what we are doing is, here sin pi by 8 cos pi by 8 is there. These values in terms of pi by 2 I am writing. So we know that, or we have, these are the standard results. Sin theta can be written as cos of pi by 2 minus theta and cos theta equal to sin of pi by 2 minus theta. So consider that LHS. 1 plus, in place of sine pi by 8, we are writing cos of pi by 2 minus pi by 8 plus I into sine of, this cos theta can be written as sine of pi by 2, sine of pi by 2 minus pi by 8. I hope everyone understand. By 1 plus, in place of sine pi by 8, cos of pi by 2 minus pi by 8 minus I into sine of pi by 2 minus pi by 8. After that, whole power 8 by 3. First, wherever sine terms are there in terms of cos, wherever cos terms are there in terms of sine, you have to write it. So, in the next step, we need to simplify the values. One plus, after taking LCM and simplifying, pi by 2 minus pi by 8 is equal to, here simplification, pi by 2 minus pi by 8. LCM is 8 now. So, 2 4s are 4 pi minus pi. So, ultimately 3 pi by 8. So, the value of pi by 2 minus pi by 8 is equal to 3 pi by 8. So, 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8 plus I into sin 3 pi by 8 divided by 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8 minus I sin 3 pi by 8 whole power 8 by 3, which is equal to, in the next step what I am going to do is, we have the formulas. One plus cos theta is equal to 2 cos square theta by 2. Similarly, sin theta in half angles, 2 sin theta by 2 cos theta by 2. So, these are the formulas we are going to apply now. So, here also 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8 is there now. In place of that, we are going to replace with 2 cos square 3 pi by 8 by 2. So, 3 pi by 16 plus I into sin 3 pi by 8 can be written as 2 sin 3 pi by 16 into cos 3 pi by 16 whole divided by, again in the denominator 1 plus cos 3 pi by 8 is there no, we can write as 2 cos square 3 pi by 16 minus I into 2 sin 3 pi by 16 cos 3 pi by 16 whole power 8 by 3. Now we take common from numerator 2 cos 3 pi by 16. So, cos 3 pi by 16 here plus I sin 3 pi by 16 divided by 2 cos 3 pi by 16. If you take out common, cos 3 pi by 16 minus I sin 3 pi by 16 whole power 8 by 3. Now you can cancel the terms 2 cos 3 pi by 16, 2 cos 3 pi by 16. So the rest of the terms we are writing cos 3 pi by 16 plus I sin 3 pi by 16 whole divided by cos 3 pi by 16 minus I sin 3 pi by 16 whole power 8 by 3. So by using De Moivre's theorem, we get cos of 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3. So here into plus I into sine of 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3 whole divided by cos of 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3 minus I into sine of 3 pi by 16 into 8 by 3 by using De Moivre's theorem. So now simplification step. So here 3 get cancelled, 8 ones are 8 twos are. Here also 3 get cancelled, 8 ones are 8 twos are. Similar procedure in all the terms. 8 ones are 8 twos are, 3 get cancelled. The rest of the terms cos pi by 2 plus I sin pi by 2 divided by cos pi by 2 minus I sin pi by 2. We know that cos pi by 2 value 0 and sin pi by 2 value 1. So 0 plus I into 1 by 0 minus I into 1, which is equal to I divided by minus I. So I get cancelled, which is equal to minus 1, which is required RHS. Hence proved. Thank you, dear students. The finding the roots, solve the equations, that I will find all the values of the complex number like root 3 plus 1 whole power 1 by 4 whole power 1 by 16, like these problems are there. Now I will do complete one video that type of questions. Once again I'll show that the complete answer for this question. Thank you all, dear students. Signing off, Maths with Panindra. In the next video, I am going to give VSAQs and these root problems. Two videos I am going to give in that De Moivre's theorem. Thank you all.